Hola! I wanted to show you guys how you can use wordreference.com and the verb of the day explanation Google Doc to do your verb of the day activities. For example, the first one I chose a regular AR verb, bailar. And when you go to word reference, which is a really great online dictionary and it has other tools as well, and you type in dance, of course, it tells you here that dance in Spanish is bailar. And also, if you want to look for the noun, it tells you that the noun form, the dance, could be la danza or el baile. But up here at the top are all of these tools that I really like. So for example, when you click on the word bailar in Spanish, you can listen to what the word sounds like. So that's kind of cool. You can even change it to a different pronunciation. What does it sound like in Spain? What does it sound like in Argentina? You also can read the definition in Spanish. So bailar means mover el cuerpo al compás de la música, to move your body, the body to the rhythm of the music. And it has some other definitions of it as well. Also, if you go back here to our definition, I can see Spanish synonyms. So for example, synonyms in Spanish of bailar are danzar, bailotear, etc. And then the part I really wanted to show you was this button, Conjugación, and then in parentheses, ES. That's for Español, the Spanish conjugation of bailar. Look at this. It has all the different tenses and moods of the verb bailar. The only problem is it's a little bit overwhelming. And for some of you, if you forgot a little bit from Spanish 2 or 3 or 4, or maybe if you never took those classes because you speak Spanish at home, what are all these things? What's imperfecto? What's pretérito? What is futuro? What's subjuntivo? What are all these different tenses? So I made this thing called Verb of the Day Explanation, and I'm hoping that this helps you guys with understanding when you look at word reference. And I recommend that you first read through this just for a couple minutes, the different choices. And I put it in exactly the same order as the word reference. So when you look at word reference, it says infinitivo, gerundio, participio, pronomial. And then here it says infinitivo, gerundio, participio, pronomial. Here it says indicativo, presente, imperfecto, pretérito, futuro condicional, etc. And on our verb of the day explanation, it says indicativo, presente, imperfecto, pretérito, futuro condicional. So it's in exactly the same order. When you look at your verb of the day, for example, the first one, it says, I danced one time preterite yo blank. Well, this one I'm actually telling you, I'm saying I want the one called preterite, pretérito, and that would be yo bailé. The next one, it says, I used to dance. Maybe you already know because you're really good at Spanish which one of these means used to dance. But also, if you go to the verb of the day explanation, it says here that the imperfecto, the indicativo imperfecto, means used to whatever, used to sing. In Spanish 2 or 3, you learned this as the green tense. It's to express things in the past that were ongoing. So I want for that one, yo bailaba is going to be the answer for that one. I dance every day, todos los días. I dance. I dance is called the indicativo presente. It's the regular old present tense. You use it to speak about the present, what you do on a regular basis. So that one is going to be yo bailo. I will dance. Okay, will. That one's the indicativo futuro. This is used to describe something that will be happening in the future. For example, you will go, I will run, he will dance. But again, I'm saying here I want the yo form. So the futuro indicativo yo is yo bailaré. That's the answer for that one. I would dance. Okay, let's find that one. Where do I see the word would? Here it is. Condicional. This is used to talk about situations that would happen in the future. For example, I would go, and there's a few examples here. So for that one, indicativo condicional in the yo form of bailar is bailaría. This one says, it is good that I dance. Es bueno que yo. Okay, why did I put that es bueno que? Because, let's skip down here. Es bueno que means I'm going to use the subjuntivo. It's when there's one of those weirdos expressions at the beginning. For example, es importante que, quiere que, recomendará que. Okay, so now I see there. Now let's go back. It says, it is good that I dance. And this one says, it was good that I danced. So it is good. I use the presente del subjuntivo when the dependent clause is in the present indicative, like my example. So I'm going to use presente del subjuntivo. Got to scroll down. Presente subjuntivo of the verb bailar is baile. This one says, it was good that I danced. Era bueno que yo. Subjuntivo imperfecto, imperfecto del subjuntivo, is when there's wishing, doubt, recommendations, feelings. But when the dependent clause is in the preterite, imperfect, or conditional. For example, era importante que. Oh, that's like my example here. Era bueno que. So I want something called the imperfecto del subjuntivo. Subjuntivo imperfecto. The yo form is bailara. Also, you could use the se ending if you want, bailase. But I think this one's I made the correct answer, bailara. I have danced, and there's two blanks. Why are there two blanks there? Okay, there's two blanks because it is a compound tense. And if you look at the word reference, formas compuestas comunes, but then there's also tiempos compuestos del subjuntivo. All of these use the verb haber and the past participle. And they'll tell you what the past participle is up here, but they also give it to you along with the conjugation of haber. So these are called compound, compuesta, compound tenses. That means there's two verbs. The first blank is going to be the correct form of haber, and then the second blank, in this case, is always going to be bailado, but depending what verb I give you, it might not be bailado. So let's go back to my example. I have danced, yo blank blank. Okay, notice how this one does not have a phrase in front of it like it is good that I have, or I wish that you had, or anything like that. There's no weirdos phrase in front. So I want the formas compuestas comunes, the common compound forms, not the subjuntivo ones, which are down here. Okay, so I want the common ones, and it says, I have danced. Okay, the pretérito perfecto, present perfect, is used to talk about something that has occurred in the past but still continued to the present. Oh, good. Look, the example is I have danced. That's my exact one I want. He bailado. But let's just make sure we understand that we're looking for formas compuestas comunes, pretérito perfecto. It's right here. The answer is yo he bailado. The next one says I had danced. Okay, here we go. This is used for something that had occurred in the past before a certain time in the past. For example, I had done is había hecho. So I want something called the pluscuamperfecto. Here it is, pluscuamperfecto of the verb bailar is había bailado. And then finally, I have here, let's dance. And there's these exclamation marks. The exclamation marks are to show that it's a command. And the commands in Spanish are also called the imperativo. Imperative mood means commands. And so I'm looking for one of these. Now, it's not a negative command because it doesn't say don't dance. I could choose a tú command, usted, nosotros, vosotros, or ustedes. Here I'm saying, let's dance. That's a nosotros command. So I'm going to scroll down. Here's my imperativo. The affirmative is bailemos. So the answer for that one is bailemos. And then each day for your verbo del día, I'm going to give you a different verb. So you might have like the verb compartir, which is a regular IR verb. A lot of them are irregulars. You might have tener, hacer, decir, ir. These are tricky ones. Remember, you're just going to look at the verb of the day explanation to help you. Also, you're going to go to your friend wordreference.com, and we don't want Spanish synonyms. We want English to Spanish. Like maybe we're going to look up the verb tener. Oh, sorry, I meant Spanish to English. Look up the verb tener. Tener, it tells me tener means to have, but then I'm going to click right here where it says Conjugación ES, and it's going to give me all the different like conjugations of tener. The kind of cool thing is this is actually, I think, new. I don't remember this from before. It looks like when it's irregular in that form or different spelling, they kind of make it a different color to help you. And hopefully after we do a lot of these, it will help you get really good at the conjugating.